Good day, pupils. You are welcome to another mathematics class. And today in mathematics, we'll be looking at the topic direct proportion. Direct proportion. Now, before we go to direct proportion, I want us to have a bit or a little knowledge of what proportion is. Proportion in mathematics shows relationship between two or more quantities, such that when one of these quantities is altered, it also affects the other quantity. That is, when there is a little change in one of the quantities, it affects the other quantity. Now, in direct proportion, we have different kinds of proportion, but because of the level of this class, we'll be looking at the direct proportion. Now, like I said earlier, that when one quantity is altered, it affects the other one. Now, in direct proportion, we'll be considering two quantities, and in these two quantities, when one is increased, the other one also increased, and when one is decreased, the other one also decreases. So we have direct proportion. So let me just put what I mentioned now into writing. So in direct proportion, we have when one quantity increases, the other quantity also increase. And when it decreases, the other quantity decreases. Now, so this is the concept behind direct proportion. When one increases, the other also increases, while when it decreases, the other quantity also decreases. Now, before we go to the example, for instance, if I work for an hour and I'm earning only 15 naira for that particular hour, if I want to earn more money, that means I have to work for more time. I should spend more time while I'm on the job. So when I work for 1 hour and I earn 15 naira, the moment I want my money to increase, then the amount of time I spend on the job must also increase. So when I work for 3 hours, that means I can have 150 naira. That is to say, the higher I work, the higher I get paid for it. Now let's look at examples. The first example we'll be considering today. Example 1. I have 3 tins of milk cost 12 naira. Then we have to find the cost of 5 tins of milk. 3 tins of milk cost 12 naira. Then find the cost of 5 tins of milk. Now, to solve this particular question, there will be a need for us. If 3 tins cost 12 naira, there will be a need for us to determine how much 1 tin of milk costs. Then when we are able to find that one, it will be very easy for us to find the cost of 5 tins of milk. So when we are to solve, we have 3 tins of milk equals to 12 naira. Then, like I said, we must find the value of 1 tin of milk. Now, if I can buy 3 tins of milk for 12 naira, then if I want to buy one, to know the amount I'm buying one is by dividing this particular amount, which is for 3 tins, by the number of tins I bought for that amount. That will give me how much 1 tin of milk is sold. So if I divide 12 by 3, we're going to have what? 4 naira. 4 naira. That means 1 tin of milk costs how much? 4 naira. But when we go back to our question, the question is actually telling us that we have to find the cost of 5 tins of milk. So if 1 tin of milk costs 4 naira, then we have therefore 5 tins of milk will cost, if one is 4 naira, then to multiply by the 5 tins of milk. Now, what is 4 multiplied by 5? Good. We have 20. So we can then conclude that therefore 5 tins of milk will cost 20 naira. 5 tins of milk will cost 20 naira. So like I said, when we look at the value, when the number of tins is 3, we have 3 tins of milk, it costs 12 naira. Now the amount of the number of tins now increased to 5. Definitely the amount we obtain also increases. So when one increases, the other also increases, and when one decreases, the other also decreases. So let's look at the second example. Example 2. I have 5 packets of sweets, cost 75 naira. What will be the cost of 2 packets of sweets? That's the question. 5 packets of sweets cost 75 naira. What will be the cost of 2 packets of sweets? Now, like I said earlier in the first example, that to make this work easier for us, it will be good for us to first of all find the value of how much 1 packet of sweets will cost. And the way we are going to obtain that, we have 5 packets of sweets equals to 75 naira. Now, can anyone tell me what we are going to do with this to find the value of 1 packet of sweet? Excellent. So we have 1 packet of sweet, just like she said, we are dividing 75 by 5. So we divide 75 by 5, what do we have, everybody? Good, we have 15 naira. So 1 packet of sweet will cost 15 naira. But this is not the value we want to obtain as a final answer, because we are asked to find how much 2 packets of sweets will cost. So we have therefore 2 packets of sweets will now be equals to, since 1 packet costs 15 naira, then we multiply it by 2. What is 15 times 2? Good. So we have 30 naira. So therefore, 2 packets of sweets will cost 30 naira. 2 packets of sweets will cost 30 naira. Like I said, when we were given the definition of our direct proportion, when one quantity increases, the other quantity increases, and when it decreases, the other also decreases. Now, when we look at this example, we have 5 packets of sweet that cost 75 naira. But when the number of packets are now reduces to 2, that means it's expected that the amount that it will cost will also reduce. So we have 2 packets of sweet will cost 30 naira. 2 packets of sweet will cost 30 naira. Now let's quickly look at the third example. We have 6 bags of rice weighs 24 kg. What will be the weight of 9 bags of rice? 6 bags of rice weighs 24 kg. What will be the weight of 9 bags of rice? Now this one we are doing it together. So what will be the first thing we are to do in this particular? The first step is what? Good. We write out 6 bags of rice equals to 24 kg. And then what do we have to find? Excellent. We have to find weight of 1 bag of rice. Now we obtain that by dividing 24 by 6 so that we can determine how or what the weight of 1 bag is. So when we divide 24 by 6, 24 by 6 will give us what? Good. So we have 4 kg. That means 1 bag of rice will weigh 4 kg. But the question says that what will be the weight of 9 bags of rice? The weight of 9 bags of rice. So we have 9 bags of rice will equals to what? 4 kg, that is the weight of 1 bag multiplied by 9. When we multiply 4 by 9, 4 times 9 will give us what? Good. We have 36. So we have 36 kg. Then we can then conclude that therefore 9 bags of rice will weigh 36 kg. Now, 9 bags of rice will weigh 36 kg. You can see that as one increases, the other increases, and when it decreases, just like in the case of example number 2, it also decreases. We have now come to the end of today's lesson, and I want you to look at the examples very well and use them to, the concept we use in the examples to solve the given exercise. The exercise will be sent immediately after the video. Thank you very much.